everybody, it's Colin with the Knox County Fire Bureau, and today we're in my garage and we're going to be talking about portable heaters as the first part in our three-part series on home heating safety. Now, I've purchased this heater off an online retailer. It's a very basic unit with very basic controls, so that way we can show you exactly how they work and exactly the things that you need to do to make sure you're using them safely at home. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we've got. All right, so what we'll do is we'll unbox the unit and let's see what we have inside. So inside the box, we've got our unit packaged from the manufacturer. Just go ahead and lift that out. Oh, gracious. All right, and included we have some parts and pieces, because there's always parts and pieces. Box away. So in here what we've got are the 2 feet to keep it off the ground, the screws with which to attach it, the owner's manual, which is very important, folks. Make sure that you're reading your owner's manuals cover to cover before you use the unit. We'll make sure we go into that here in just a minute. But the unit itself, we have, let's get this out of this package and take a better look at it. All right, so there's our unit. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the assembly instructions, put the unit together, and then go ahead and look at the features and functions that are present with this unit. Okay, so now that we've got the unit out of the box, we've attached the feet, as you'll notice now that it's up off the surface, right? So the box itself, as it heats up, isn't going to become directly in contact with any combustible surface. And it gets that air cooling all the way around the device, right? It gets that heat dissipated. Now, when you read the instructions, some of the important things that you're going to learn in here is, number one, always plug this unit directly into a wall outlet. A wall outlet that's preferably the only thing that's plugged into that outlet. Never, ever, ever use a portable heater plugged into an extension cord. Unfortunately, extension cords are just not designed to take the amount of power that's consumed by a portable heater to effectively heat a room without putting you at risk of a fire emergency. Now, the other things that you're going to learn in here is that you should always keep your portable heater 3 feet away at a minimum from anything combustible in your home. And that's going to be things like furniture or draperies, bed linens. And please be careful of where you drop the Sunday paper every week, that you're not dropping it on top of the unit, all right? Some of the things to look for when you're researching the best unit for you is features like anti-tip functions and digital thermostats. Do you have pets or small children that come to your home frequently or live with you that would run the risk of running into a device and causing it to knock over? In that case, a device with a tip feature where when it falls over, it actually shuts itself off could be beneficial to your family's safety. But let's look at the features that are actually on this particular unit. It's very straightforward, right? We have an on and off switch. We have a switch to start at 2 different voltages. This, based on the instructions included, asks you to start the unit at 1500 watts to get it to warm up that much faster. And then once you reach its operating time, you're going to switch it over to 1250 for its regular routine operating session. Then you have a thermostat from low heat to high heat. And this is designed so that way when you reach the temperature that you want for that room based on where the dial is placed, it will actually shut itself off. And then once it cools down to a point where it's below the temperature setting on the thermostat, it will start itself right back up again. Now, make sure that if you're using even a thermostatically controlled portable heater, that you're never leaving the room when your portable heater is running. Always stay in the room with your portable heater. If you're going to have to leave the room or leave your home to go somewhere, make sure, just like candles, just like your fireplace, make sure that your portable heaters are all shut off and unplugged from the wall before you leave the room or your home. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one plugged in and let's see how it operates. All right, so with this particular unit, based on the manufacturer's included instructions, It asks us to make sure it's on 1500, and then we switch it to on, and then we set where we want on the thermostat dial where exactly we want the heat to turn to come on. And you're going to start to see the resistance rods start to glow, and then we've automatically started to have heat right from the beginning. Remember, having something within that 3-foot distance around this device runs the risk of that combustible material igniting from radiated heat. So that 3-foot distance is very critical. And again, make sure that you're not using extension cords. Even if it's a very heavy duty extension cord, right, something that's rated even for outside use, we still want to avoid using those for radiant heaters. They need to make sure that they're plugged into a wall outlet and a wall outlet only. And that also includes things like power strips. Even with a ground fault circuit interrupted protected device, we want to make sure that we are not using these to power radiant heaters. Okay? All right. So as we watch this device heat up, you're going to ask yourself, well, you know, it's not a digital thermostat, so how hot is this device actually getting? Or, even a better question, how hot can this device get if it's turned all the way up? So we're going to go ahead and hit that thermostat all the way to the top at 1500 watts, and we're going to see how high we can get the temperature coming off the heater to be.
At 6 feet of distance, peak temperature reading 365.3 degrees. Moving closer. Peak temperature at 3 feet is now 445 degrees. And then within 1 foot and then inches of the device, depending on where you get it, the temperature peaks out at 539, 570, 597 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, that was a very revealing video. And some of those temperatures can get kind of scary. That's why we need to make sure that when we are operating our portable heaters that they're never unsupervised. We're always in the room with them when they're running, and when we leave the room or leave our homes, they're always off and unplugged from the wall. Make sure that you understand how your thermostat device works on your portable heater and that you set it to heat just the space that you're in. Remember, these portable heaters are not designed to heat your entire home, just the room that you're occupying, the room that you're supervising the unit in while it's in operation.